What is up, JL Life? Modo here. In today's video, we're going to be showing you how to align the rear end of your Jeep. Pretty simple process. Stay tuned. So we're aligning the rear end of the Jeep. It's primarily going to be focused on, granted, your control arms, but where we're having the problems with Heathen is going to be the rear track bar. With the rear track bar, you can lengthen and shorten, and that actually determines where the axle is sitting underneath the Jeep. Well, Misty's is a little off, and I'm going to show you an easy way to measure it to make sure yours is not. So measuring it is actually really simple. You just need something long and straight to butt up against the tire. You can use a long piece of wood. I think levels are the easiest because, well, they should already be straight. What you're going to do is just butt it up to the tire, make sure it's connecting top and bottom, get yourself a measuring tape, and from an equal spot on both sides of the Jeep, whether it's the fender, if you want to use the inner fender, it's going to be really relative to your Jeep. I'm just going to use the bottom of Misty's inner fender, and we are sitting just over 7.5 inches. So bring it to the other side. As you can see, we're at 7 1/8. Oh. It's a little off. So since the axle is sitting close to a 1/2 inch more this way, we're going to need to bring in the track bar a little bit so that it's equal on both sides. So before you take your track bar off, you want to know what kind of track bar you have under there. If it's something that uses a jam nut, like the rock crawler rear track bar that we have under there, it'll probably be best to break the jam nut before you pull it down. Otherwise, you're gonna make yourself a lot more headaches. So, simple as that. Now we're going to take out the bolt and we're going to shorten it about 1/4 inch just to split the difference and reinstall, and hopefully that will split the difference for us. Doing this with the cracked rib is no fun. Ooh.
Potentially cracked.
Oh man, it hurts. Okay, so what do we say? We got to move it in
1/4 inch.
one turn, probably a full turn, you think? Don't look like no 1/4 inch, that looks like an 1/8. So we'll do another full turn. One. So as you can see, it doesn't quite line up to where it was. Obviously, we're changing the length of it. There's several ways of doing this. One, you can try getting a floor jack underneath this side and jacking it up and trying to basically push this side of the axle up and towards that way, which will allow you to get it in. Or if you have a helper with you, just pushing from the passenger side towards the driver's side to get this whole to line up. Money. So that worked great. Now the next thing we need to do is just make sure the joint's going in straight before we tighten this down. Just getting a pry bar in there, rotating the joint. I'm not going to fully tighten the jam nut until I know that's the correct length that we want it. And reinstall your drag bar.
Bolt.
Sorry, I'm in pain. Oh, whew. Now you remeasure. So 7 1/4, a little over. 7 1/4, just a little over. Super important. Retighten the jam nut or the clamps. Don't forget that. Using a pry bar to brace the joint will help you keep the joint straight as you're tightening. Torque this back. And one more good. Hug up for the Douglas. Okay, it's done.
Thank you.
So guys, that is a quick and easy rear track bar alignment that can be done just with a couple of tools. The front's no different, same concept as the back. Just pick a consistent spot on both sides of the Jeep when you're measuring, just to make sure that it's straight. I'm sure this will make a big difference as far as comfortability. As far as the pain I'm feeling in my ribs, I believe I cracked a rib. I had a pretty nasty spill last weekend on the bikes. It hurts when I'm flexing the core, but look at all these bikes.
Whoa.
We have a problem. But like I said, even with the bikes, the Jeep content's not stopping, guys. Thank you for watching. We always appreciate it. But remember to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Stay tuned for the next one, y'all.